by me, and this is going to be my only Valentine's Day look of the month. But no, as I film this, it's actually Sunday, January 8th, which is also the Super Bowl. But so I'm pushing it a little for time. But, say la vie. But I just got my nails done. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of hate them. But, say la vie. I am gonna try to do a look inspired by my nails, so kind of like heart-shaped cherries. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. But yeah, let's get into it. Alright. I was a little delayed because at first I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna, you know, just do my ink blot eyeliner and make my own liquid liners. But I'm like, I have red graphic liner, then I'd only be doing green, blah blah blah. And then I couldn't find my ink blot eyeliner. And now I'm going with a slightly unconventional method of using like kind of more minty seafoam color. But this isn't the kind of red that I want. So if they can not do my nails the way I showed them the picture for, I can do my cherries not naturally, you know? But I am going to do a very quick just like wash of color on the lid. This is the Transition palette from Dominique Cosmetics. And I'm going to go in with a little bit of blushing and a little bit of, blush and a little bit of caramel. Like I said, just, I need like a little wash. And I'm also going to do a little shimmer, even though my nails don't have any shimmer. But I am more going with the cherry inspiration route today. But yeah, Sunday, February 8th, the Super Bowl is on tonight. It's a little before, it's 5:34. It's later than I thought it was going to be. Super Bowl's on tonight. I know the Patriots are playing, and that's more because of I live in Massachusetts. Everyone's like, oh my god, Patriots, blah blah blah. I don't give two flying damns. I know my brother's going to be glued to the TV in an hour, so say lovey. Oh, I also get to work tomorrow, so. But no, I had a nail appointment right at 11. I was out from 9 to 2 though, so lovely. Love this for me. And then this is from Patrick Ta Beauty. This is the Major Dimension Eye Illusion Eyeshadow Duo in Your Dreams. Just like little champagne-y shimmers. But no, I had a bunch of things to return to Amazon. I got a shirt. I got two shirts that were both too low cut, and I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like, I'm gonna be arrested. Not literally, but you know. And then a bra that was way too small for me. So I had to go return those, except then Amazon wouldn't let me do it at Staples like they usually do for some reason. So I had to go to a Whole Foods, and there's no Whole Foods very close in my route anywhere. So since my nail place is on Boylston Street, I went to the Whole Foods at Symphony. And then I walked from Symphony to my nail place. And it's not a very long walk. But it was 9 degrees when I was out with a feel of -9. My ears were so cold that I felt like I was going to throw up. And that's a very new and odd feeling. So yeah. But first, I'm going to do the Cherry Shape. This is one of the split liners from Glisten Cosmetics. This is in the shade 70s. I'm obviously going to go in with a more red color. This is already a little damp because I was testing some of the colors I have. That's not where that goes. And I am going to be using a dotting tool for the cherries just to make my life easier. Because yeah. Sorry, I need to make sure this is evenly coated. I want to make sure probably the biggest one is by the edge of the eyes. That way it can be seen with when the lashes are on too. But I also went to, ooh, shish kabibble. There is concealer here, so that's fine. I also went to my usual dispensary before my nail appointment because I was like an hour early and I'm like, A, I need to kill time. B, theoretically need gummies. And I'm like, I know the website says they're out, but sometimes the website's not right. The website was right, so I went, oh. And I'm like, you know what? I'm like, there's this place in Somerville at Union Square, which is the very end of the Green Line. Well, that Green Line. Sorry, this is getting a little soupy. So I'm like, you know what? After my nail appointment, I'm gonna go there. They had my gummies, thank God. And they were on sale a little. There's buy one, get one, I want to say 50% or 40%. Either way, I saved a little bit of money. So, thank God. Sorry. And then after that, went and got snacks because since I'm working out tomorrow, I'm not going to be able to go out. Or I'm only on until 12. Like I'm literally 9:15 to 12. I'm like, girl. My manager has a virtual meeting with corporate, so she's like, you know, I need undivided attention for that, blah blah. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Whereas my mother said, she's like 12. I'm like, well, I can leave when she's done with her interview. And she's like, okay. So it's just more of that. Also, I'm not going to try to make these even, because I don't really care, and these aren't exactly even, so it's fine. But I dropped my phone when I was out. That's the only way I can think of what happened. I dropped my phone when I was at the nail salon, and now there's a little crack on the edge of the screen. And it's not a big crack, but I don't like when there's a crack on my phone. Like, usually I go immediately. So I will probably do that after work tomorrow because there's a T-Mobile in downtown Glisten, so kind of have to go there anyways. Or go past there. But also, I'm kind of just doing a V with the dotting tool, and it's just easier for me and for life, and it's also just faster. Because I also bought little heart-shaped cherry nail stickers. They aren't big enough to be seen. Like, I don't think these are going to be big enough to be seen either, but like, at least I also don't need to be playing the game of, oh my god, are these actually going to stick to my skin or not? So, which is fine. Okay, I'm making these like a little even, but like not totally. It's not like a do or die situation if I don't, you know? Ooh, that is not. But it's so funny because, like I said, I hate these nails. Like, just every single year, like the last 2 years was my original nail tech. She always did a very similar color to this for the reds, even though the photos I showed her never used that kind of red. And same thing with my nail tech this year. You know, it was just a standard red. Like, it kind of matched my hair. And yet, this is quite literally Chili Pepper from D&D, which is an orange toned red. So, you know, I left kind of hating them. And then the stems aren't even or defined. So I'm like, you know what? These suck. I hate them, blah, blah. When you go into dispensary, Massachusetts, at least. Because, like I said, when I did my whole New York thing. They scan your ID to let you in, and then it gets scanned again or checked again at the counter. But the girl, you know, doing security, if you will, was like, oh my god, your nails are so cute, they little heart-shaped cherries. Like, and she was talking to she had a walkie-talkie and was talking to the girl back. She's like, oh my god, when she comes in, make sure you look at her nails. I'm like, that makes me feel so much better about these. Because again, I hate them. Alright, and then this is also from Glisten. My bangs have been doing this all day. They're too clean. Also, I did do my hair last night. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm gonna do my hair the night before, you know, my Glisten Cosmetics not split liner, just a regular wet liner in the shade Menthy. It's mint. It's the well, I'm gonna do my hair the night before because then my nails are gonna be stained. I don't care. And then it's like, oh, I'm like, and then it'll be just in time for my Valentine's Day nails. Fresh hair, fresh nails. Not so fresh eyes. This is also really longer than I want it to be, but all of my short brushes are, like, the bristles won't stay together. So, we're gonna hope and pray here. So, I'm gonna do a wah and a wah. Again, this isn't the right tone of green, but I don't care right now, because again, if you can make my cherries orange red and not blue red, and then I can make my stems whatever colors I want, you know? So, I'm also going to try to do a little leaf on some of these, but sometimes I'm just going to be not so much, not so fresh. Whew, my hands are so shaky, and I haven't even had... Okay, that's a lie. I've had one monster today. I've had part of a monster. How's that? Because it's currently upstairs with me. I'd say it's about to here. So I've had about 2/3 of a monster today, but I'm just... A, my hands are generally a little shaky. B, I'm not good at graphic liner, so... But yeah, no. All of this. Ooh, shish kabibble. For some reason, this side's scaring me more than the other side. Oh, so I did my taxes at the end. I want to say I did my taxes January 23rd, but it was a Friday, so they got submitted the following Monday, which would have been 23, 24, 24, 25, 26, so it would have been the 26th. You know, whatever. I got my federal refund on, I want to say it was February 1st. I'm like, why? How? Oops. I haven't gotten my Massachusetts one yet, which rude, because that's the bigger of the two. But I remember my Capital One widget hasn't been updating properly lately, which, whatever. So, you know, it was like, oh, this balance as of 6 p.m. I'm like, it is 12 p.m. the next day. Why aren't you updated? So I opened it and it's like, oh, you have this much money. I'm like, I know I didn't have that much money. I'm like, it's 3 days before payday. I know I didn't have that much money. Got my federal refund. I'm like, oh. So now I'm just waiting on my Massachusetts one. Which, again, rude because that one's the bigger of the two. I don't absolutely hate these. So, progress. I need to find some lashes, but I will be back in a second. Alright, I'm back with some lashes on. I did a very light layer of mascara on my bottom ones just so it doesn't overpower the small cherries at the bottom, but nevertheless, we persist. This is from Glow Recipe. These are the Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dewdrops. But no, I need to hustle getting this exported and edited because, you know, I filmed 2 videos because I was like, okay, I'll film a video when I get back from my nail appointment, have that be for the 13th, and then the video I filmed last week will be for the, whatever the Tuesday after is, and I can be ahead. So I have the I think it's the 17th. It's either the 17th, no, it's the 17th because the 20th is a Friday. But I was like, you know, blah, blah, blah. So that video is in CapCut and not even the entire eyeshadow clip is edited because I started it. Like, I finished importing all the clips yesterday. I I just started editing on the train this afternoon. So I need to get that done, ideally tomorrow, and exported and scheduled. That way I can spend the time in the shower importing the videos and not take up all the space on my phone with just video clips in CapCut. So this is from Kulfi. This is the Double Life Serum Primer. But no, so my friend and I, the Westminster Dog Show was a couple weeks ago at this point. And like, I remember I'd seen the ad for tickets like probably November, December. So it was at the point where I already had my big March trip for New York booked. I'm like, that's kind of stupid, you know, going for a few days in early February, then going again in late March. So I'm like, that's just not the thing. I was talking to my friend, I'm like, you know what? I'm like, if it's in New York again next year, we should go. They're like, oh my god, yeah, that would be so much fun. They're like, you could like go in places with me. I'm like, well, duh. And I wouldn't have let you come on my trip with me if I didn't. So, you know, again, if it's in New York again, which apparently historically it seems it has been usually, so hopefully. They also said tickets last year went on sale in September for late January, early February show, so I have a reminder set for like August to check the website again. But yeah. And then this is from Fenty Beauty. This is the Soft Lit Luminous Foundation in 125. But I said something to my parents about it. Just like, oh my god, Cass, like my friend and I might do another trip specifically for the dog show. My father looked at my mother. He's like, oh, you should go with them. I'm like, so you're just inviting her on my potential trip? But I said something about it to my friend, and they're like, oh my god, be like, she should totally come. You guys are really good at identifying dog breeds. I'm like, yeah, but that means we can't share a hotel room, that means. Cause it's either my mother has a solo room and thinks I hate her, or my mother and I share a room and I don't share with my friend. But I'm like, yeah, again, see how everything looks next year or later this year and go from there. Because like, again, I would like to go. I like dogs, obviously. Wild concept. But I say that to her. I'm like, yeah, I thought I did a good job at getting rid of this hair dye, but apparently not. Also, like, in the least gross way, I'm gonna try not to wash my hair for as long as I can get away with it, because like, this is a good color right now. This is a good saturation, good, Jesus Christ, this it's just good. So, you know, the next wash is gonna take out a lot, because that's just how it is. And I even suffered and did cold water last night like I'm supposed to. Also, my head hurts so much. The other day I was cleaning, and we have TVs as menus, and one of them is right about eye level on a wall that's accessible to customers. Like, walk through the door, there's a TV. Like, it, like, the bottom of it comes up to probably here on me usually. But I was cleaning, so, because we have bike drivers, so there's been slush and grime smudges. And I'm not just saying this because I hate one of our drivers. It's perfectly spaced for a bike, and that would be the only thing that's kept there in that spot. So, you know, leaned down, cleaning it, stood back up, and I banged the corner of the TV right here. Right now it's covered in hair dye, but it was like 2 or 3 days ago, and I didn't have a bruise as of last night, which is really funny because it really hurts still. And then I'm gonna go in with the About Face, the About Face Beauty, the Illusionist Skin Focus Concealer. This is F1 neutral. I did also get, because I went to CVS at Co-Time today, in the Prudential Center for my nail appointment, because again, I was like an hour early because I was like, oh, I have to do this task at Whole Foods. I'm gonna leave so early. I didn't eat a third of the time that I left. So, you know, went cute time, and I was like, oh, they have the new shades of the CoverGirl lip stain. I'm like, I like the lip stain marker. I'm like, I was thinking about getting those for my trip. I mean, unfortunately, I didn't have any coupons, so I did unfortunately pay full price. But I got, I think it's Honey Darling and Iconic Darling. They're two like neutral shades. I was gonna get Sugar Girl too, but it just wasn't there, and I'm like, okay, say Levy. Like, it's not dire, I just want a more neutral lip stain. I also need to start thinking about, like, I know I have so much time until my trip, like a month and a half at this point. But like, I need to start thinking of things that I'm gonna bring, both outfit and makeup wise especially. Cause like, I don't have, like, I'm not like a dress-up-y person. I just, no offense, I could find a million other things to spend my time and money on. So it's just, I don't think I'm gonna have enough pants to get me through the work week, and additionally, then subsequently go out on a 6-day trip. This is from Morphe. This is the Shapeshifter Micro Contour Stick in the shade Enhanced. And you may be thinking, oh my god, girl, what do you mean? Just, you know, wash your clothes. And like, one might think that's a great idea. I usually work Wednesday through, like, I always work Wednesday through Saturday. Very often I get pulled into a Monday or Tuesday shift as well. So, if I leave Saturday afternoon, and I work on Friday, I'm gonna have very little time to like actually do laundry properly. Like, obviously I'll have time, but you know, get home, you know, probably 7, be like, oh my god, I need to eat dinner, oh my god, I need to shower, oh my god, I need to triple check my luggage, because even though I will probably pack it Tuesday night, just so I don't have to like rush about anything. I'm still gonna triple check it. And just da 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 da. It's just one more list of things I need to do. And you know, I'm gonna bring my all my like good pants with me. I know that's a very odd way to put it, but still. Ugh, the Super Bowl started in 14 minutes. Ooh, I also did start watching a new show. It's a limited series. I think it's only 7 to 8 episodes, but started something new. I'm gonna go in with the Kylie Cosmetics Hybrid Blush in the shade Petal. I know, who could have foreseen this? Don't do that. But I started watching the show His and Hers on Netflix, with John Bernthal and Tessa Thompson. And can I just say, John Bernthal is acting laps around her. And like, obviously, I'm a little biased. I love John Bernthal. I also love Tessa Thompson. I'm like, girl, what are you doing? What are these choices? Who let you do this? I've watched 1 episode so far. I've had it on my list since like before it came out. But I'm like, it's just one of those shows that I don't want to watch with anybody, or think I should probably watch with anybody. And I can't tell you the last time I got to watch TV by myself, because everyone has been home. And I don't pay for the Netflix account, so I don't have it on my phone. So, I'm like, But I did start the first episode. It's interesting to say the least. But hopefully I'm gonna get an episode in tonight. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Like, I really just want to be able to watch TV that I want, man. I know this is a very first world problem, but like, also, when I hit my head, I hit it so hard that I felt like I was going to both sneeze and throw up at the same time. And then when I was cold earlier, walking from Whole Foods to my nail place, my ears were so cold that I thought I was going to throw up. So that's... This is from Nabla Cosmetics. This is the Close-Up Blur and Powder Blush in the shade Petite. I know, you're probably tired of seeing her, but this is the only kind of cool-toned pink blush I have. So, I'm gonna do a little because even though the eyes aren't super pink, I obviously want a little more pink for everything else because A, Valentine's Day, B, just I've been into like a pink blush lately. And then this is from NYX Professional Makeup. This is the Buttermelt blush in Butter Together. So last week my father gets a phone call, and you know, he's on the phone for a few minutes and then he's like looking out the window and we're all like, girl, apparently somehow the ordering link we use on the truck for like breweries and stuff when it's rainy got activated because it's been in the Instagram aisle for like ever, but it's never on. Somehow it got turned on. The guy placed the order and it was apparently in front of the house. I'm like, did you ever stop to think that this is like a residential house and maybe not a... But also, my father did in fact post that, oh my god, hey, we're gonna be off the road for a while because, you know, surgery has not posted anything. So, you know, there hasn't been a post, but like, oh my god, we're at this place today, come order food. The last post was, oh my god, surgery. So we're like, what the hell? You know, I checked, I'm like, well, it's active, it says it's, you guys are taking orders. He's like, what the actual hell? I'm like, I don't know, tell you, man, I'm just telling you what I see. And then this is from Colourpop Cosmetics. This is the Super Shock Cheek Pearlized in Seismic. Again, just, I mean, besides the fact I love this, it has the little pink reflex, so I feel like it's perfect to use with this look. I mean, like, I could have done the eyes a little more pink, but I feel like keeping the eyes a little more neutral tan and then everything else pink is probably the best way to go. And also, my bin full of my products that I've used for looks, the one for this one just spilled, and I think my Nabla blush just fell out, so lovely. I don't know if technically I'm allowed to be using this or talking about it right now, but this is from Makeup Forever. This is the, it's a nice colored pencil, but they did a shade extension. This is the shade 206 Dreamy Pink. I got this via Skeepers. All I had to do was post a review. I already know I like the formula. So, and I did swatch it, and it is actually pink. Not that we're ever walnut nonsense. So I'm just gonna do a little. See, this goes so much better. Like it's definitely a little more cool toned. But it's actually pink. Which is funny because it didn't look so cool toned when I was watching it on my hand. But just gonna do a little blending. Surprise, surprise. Also, my brother is absolutely watching Tree Super Bowl coverage because I can hear somebody singing the national anthem and he's booing. And I'm just gonna go in with the Buxom Cosmetics Plump Shot Collagen Infused Lip Serum in the shade Filler, which is just clear. Sorry, I hate the scent and plumping effect of this, but c'est la vie. Alright, I need to go fix my bangs, which should be interesting considering how many times I've repinned them. But I should be back in a second. Alright, and this is the finished look. I think this came out so cute. I'm not 100% sold on the lip liner shade just yet, but I can always play around with it. I feel like I might need to put, like, Anastasia Deep Taupe with it a little sometimes, but c'est la vie. I'm actually a little surprised that I do like these eyes, or that I successfully did this, because even though it's only a little teeny brush and a ball tool, my hands are not steady, ever. So, but I think this is very nice. even though I hate the nails that it's based on. But yeah, this is my only Valentine's Day look because I'm tired. I'm tired of Valentine's Day. And like, in my defense, I could always put effort into like day naps, but I barely have enough energy to go get my nails done, which I have made a commitment to. I don't have the energy for a new person in my life. No offense.